Alright, so what is going on, everybody? It is Apxche, and today we're going to be doing a self-VOD review. Obviously, I want to get better at the game, just like I want to help y'all get better at the game. And who am I to help you improve if I'm not improving myself, right? So currently, we are a diamond support, and with that being said, I want to get to masters and above, right? So we are going to be a little nitpicky. I'm going to try to not make this too long, but I do want to talk about a few things when we get into the game and things like that. So I think for this whole game, I kind of just forced Baptiste. I think Baptiste, if not, is the best, one of the best characters in the game, especially on the support role. He's basically a damage who heals, right? So with that being said, doing damage is going to be a big part of your gameplay for the fact that he does it so well, right? Obviously, you still got to heal, yada, 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 but you should be damaging. So realistically, depending on who I'm playing against, for example, I'm going against a Mercy and God knows what, I should outdamage them. So with that being said, if I'm going to outdamage them in general, I probably could focus a little bit more on healing if I feel like I need to, but the damage, I should always outdamage them no matter what, especially because they have a Hulk. When I think about abilities, right, because this is all stuff that you should think about as well. When it comes to my immortality field, when should I use that? Obviously, if someone's low and needs to be saved, if somebody gets jumped on by the Reaper and I can get it on them quick to help them win that duel, or if someone gets hooked. I think primarily I'm going to try to use my immortality for when people get hooked in, because if that's the case, I can make sure that they don't die for that hook, right? And for people who don't know, your right click or your alt fire, which is your heal, that trajectory of that canister and your immortality field have the same exact trajectory. So if you're not sure if the immortality field can get somewhere, just shoot a heal, and if it can get there, the immortality field can get there with that same exact placement. Alright, so we do have a Lucio, and depending on how he plays, can kind of depend on how I play. We both can do pretty good damage. I think what I'm doing right now is fine. I think a big thing here is just since I am one of the only hit scans on my team, I do need to be trying to put focus into the Pharah and the Mercy. That or mortality field could have been rushed, I'm not sure. I threw it there because I saw the Reaper. So with how much Kiriko heals, obviously they're going to get the ult before us. We do get a pick though, so we're currently in the lead. Get 2 picks. Be smooth sailing from here now. Has a nice little dodge on the hog. I should have mortality field him there because I know he wants to be aggressive, but he doesn't need to back up. So he's going pretty good so far. I think me dropping there is probably a mistake. I should have just set on height. Add window. This is probably my first mistake here. Is that window was pretty shit. It's good that I'm using the window. I'm not afraid to use the window. But that window could have been 10 times better. So, since I was forced to use my immortality there because of the Reaper sneaking up on me because of my lack of awareness, or, I mean, he could have TP'd from just in the front, so that might not necessarily be my fault, but since he TP'd on me and I had to use it for myself, my Reinhardt isn't able to be saved there, so gotta be more aware of my surroundings and what's actually near me. But we're still doing good. Team's kind of feeding a little bit, not gonna lie. I should jump the height and just window, I think. I should window here. Kind of throwing by not. Yeah. Right, I should have windowed in two situations there. I should have windowed to kill the Bastion, and then I should have windowed to fight that Kiriko there while I have Immortality filled up. I think that's an opportunity right there, where since I'm too afraid to continue the aggression, I end up giving up space that we shouldn't have lost in the first place.
Here with the cue. They've taken possession of the robot. Reloading. Stay alive. Your case is definitely urgent.
Gotta get more headshots, gotta aim higher. The Reaper behind. Right here, I'm just emoting to kind of get a third-person view of what's around me. Good window there. Get a pick. I think in the moment I thought that was a bad window due to the fact that Mr. Kata only got one kill out of it, and I wasn't able to take more of an angle. The hog in our back line. I think I called that out and I even warned our McCree. I got worried about that ult. I think that might have been a bad immortality. Yeah, if I had my mortality, maybe I could have done something. I think that's my biggest thing, is getting better at the immortality. Which, if I'm being fair to myself, it's an experience thing, you know. I need to get more experience on BAP and when not to use immortality. Mortality? Mortality?
I will escort the robot.
I'm the cream of the crop. Complete recovery. I only keep good. Let them out. I never miss my mark.
Should probably be chasing that healer down. He's in the TP though. Right here's where I make my first mistake. Another mistake, not first one. I think I peeked too early and got picked. Right here. Yeah. So I kind of threw that fight right there. Not gonna lie. Not gonna lie. And then from there, my team is just, yeah. That's my fault. So right there, that was one fight we couldn't take because of me. So. Yeah, that's basically it. That's GG. So. We'll let it play out. Let it play out. Bam. So yeah, right there, I threw that last fight, right? Everybody makes mistakes, right? I'm not going to sit here and say that I'm perfect, right? But with that being said, we can now take notes. We love notes. Notes are awesome, right? Bam. Alrighty, so these are my notes for this game. I feel like that when it comes to Immortality Field, I really need to learn when and when not to use it. Obviously, just when I get in the game, looking at figuring out the enemy's comp, because obviously you can't see it from the beginning. Realizing what they have, and then based off of that, having a basis of what are my base usage for the Immortality Field. Obviously, I can use it to save someone's life, but is there any abilities on the enemy teams or plays that they can make where I should have it up, right? There's that, right? And then just being comfortable with using it, right? You know, even if it's, you know, especially for the times where they don't have a certain thing that I need to use it for, right? Window. In that game, there was a lot of times where I could have used window and just won the fight by myself, but I was probably too afraid to overcommit, or I felt like I didn't have enough support around me. But obviously, that's experience of just knowing when and what I cannot kill, right? Obviously, aim is a thing as well. I need to be hitting the shots too. I don't think aim was really that big of an issue that game, but in general, obviously, you can always be better, right? So definitely need to not be afraid to use my window a little bit more aggressively, right? And then on the flip side of that, patience and over peaking. In that last part of the game, who knows if we could have won or could not have won with that last push. All we had to do was probably just get it around that last corner and maybe snowballed. I don't know, but I did peak before my team got there, and as well as I over peaked. You know, I took like 2-3 bursts when all I needed to do was just peek, get information, shoot a burst, and then come back, right? There's no reason for me to over peek like that. We don't have a mercy for res. What do I think? I'm just going to flat out 1v1, right? So, yeah, that's basically it for this VOD review. If you enjoy this kind of content, don't be afraid to leave a like, comment down below, as well as subscribe so you never miss any videos of this type, this genre, as well as I do put out other kind of content like rank gameplay and things like that. Maybe scrims in the future, who knows, right? But with that all being said, I really appreciate you stopping by, watching the video, and I hope you learned something. Until next time, peace.